Hi everyone, I'm Emily, and this week we're working on comparing atomic and ionic radii. The question is asking us to compare the atomic radii of sodium to sodium plus, and also compare the atomic radii of chlorine and chlorine minus. And then it's asking us to determine what happens to the radius when an anion or a cation forms. So let's look at the periodic table, and if you do, you'll see that sodium has an atomic number of 11, and for a neutral sodium atom, this means that there are 11 protons and 11 electrons. Now for a sodium ion, we still have 11 protons because our atom is still a sodium, so that our positive charge is the same. But now, because it's a +1 charge, that means we've lost one of our electrons, so we have 10 electrons. So in the case of sodium ion, we now have less electrons for the same number of protons. So what happens is that the effective nuclear charge increases because now we have the same number of protons attracting less electrons. So by the increase in the effective nuclear charge, the electrons are going to get closer to the nucleus and thus reducing the radius. So we should we determined that the radius of the sodium ion is smaller than the radius of the sodium atom. Now, in the case of chlorine, let's go ahead and take a look at that one. We have chlorine has atomic number of 17. That means that for a neutral chlorine atom, we have 17 protons and 17 electrons. For a chloride ion, we have 17 protons still, it's still a chlorine atom, and this time we have 18 electrons because it's a -1 charge, so we have one more electron. So in this case, we have the same effective nuclear charge trying to attract more electrons now. So this actually results in the increase of the radius because we've added an extra electron without balancing it out with an extra proton, and also the electron-electron repulsion is gonna grow, thus increasing the atomic radius, the ionic radius. So the radius of the neutral chlorine atom is going to be smaller than the radius of the chlorine ion. So from this we can make the generalization that atomic radius is going to increase when an anion forms, and when a cation forms, the radius decreases because you're increasing the effective nuclear charge. Well, I hope this video made sense. If you still have questions or need some clarification, make sure to utilize office hours and attend the workshops on Wednesdays. Thank you.